Solo pickup basketball has taught me so much. It's taught me how to be more confident. It's taught me how to be stronger, mentally stronger. It's taught me how to do all these different types of things. And you might ask yourself, what is solo pickup basketball? Well, I came up with that term. I made it up, but it's where you go to play pickup basketball at a local court, and you go in alone. You go in solo. You could eventually join somebody, but the point is you go in solo, and you go in at night, or you go in with strangers. You go in with people you don't know to play basketball. You go in with people who intimidate you, and you play games with them. You play basketball with them. You test them. So here's why you should do it. Here's why you should start going solo to pick up basketball. Even if you don't like basketball, I'll teach you. I'll teach you how that could help you, in life. So point number one is that you don't care what people think, and you start to protect yourself. Because if you go in at night, especially at night, if you go in at night to play basketball at a court, that shows that you know how to protect yourself. Even if you don't know how to protect yourself, it says, hey, I'm here, don't mess with me. You're saying, I'm going alone. That means I could trust myself. I could trust myself to protect myself. Because nobody else is gonna protect you. I'm like, hey, I'm here, so I'm the only person who could protect me. I could be ganged around with all these other people, but nope, I'm protecting me. I am going to protect me. So you should have that same mentality. You're like, you can't mess with me. So you're the only man or woman here. Point number two is, you don't care what other people think, because they could be crap talking you all this much. They could be whispering in your ear, hey, you're not good enough, or hey, you're not gonna make that shot. But that's the reason to keep doing it. If you're gonna make a 3-pointer and they're trying to distract you, shoot it, and you learn to not listen to what they say. You learn to drown them out, or you learn to defend and talk back, or say, hey, I don't really like that. But you're going with a bunch of strangers, they want to distract you. You know that you're on the weekend, because they go with their friends, you go alone. So you got that weak spot. But when they try to mess around with you, you're just gonna keep shooting, you're gonna ignore them. They're gonna be like, you suck, and then you shoot a 3. Don't let them get to your head. That's how you could learn to be mentally strong and not let them get to your head. And you play with all these intimidating people. You would be playing, like, for me, personally, I played with people who are like 5 years older than me, 10 years older than me, 15 years older than me. And sometimes they beat the crap out of me in basketball. I played with people who are double my size. I played with people who are athletic. I played with people on the basketball team. I played with some crazy footballers. And I played probably with some drug dealers. So they're intimidating. You could be nerdy, but you gotta get out of that shell, and to get out of that shell, you gotta improve. You gotta go out of your comfort zone. So it's intimidating. You're going against strangers. You're going at the middle of the night to play basketball with some strangers. But that helps you build yourself, because they're gonna be judging you no matter what, and they trying to mess with you. They trying to get in your head so you lose your shots. You could be terrible at basketball, but you going against the best people, and that shows that you're really brave. That shows another level of confidence. It's not the confidence of, hey, I got this, but it's the confidence of, hey, I'm gonna do something I really don't like. Hey, I'm gonna go with strangers that I don't really like, and I'm gonna play some basketball. So this has made me a better man today, because I learned not to listen to what they say. And you get to, point number 4, you get to read and understand people. You get to understand the psychology of people, because you get to test them and they test you. you might be faking something. You might fake a move and you're like, hey, I'm gonna go this way, but I'm actually gonna go this way. And so you're testing people's strengths and weaknesses for yourself so you could better understand the world for yourself. Like, for example, they might not care about you if you're tired. They might not like acknowledge your presence if you're tired while playing. If you're tired, they might just be talking to their friends and you have a chance to score. So sometimes what I do is I pretend I'm tired. I pretend I'm gassed. I breathe a little heavier. I walk a little bit slower. I stumble. So they're not paying attention to me, or not as much attention to me. And then I explode out of it and I make a shot. And I make it in. So you learn how to test people's limits and you learn what ticks them off or what they like. And since you're dealing with strangers, you know people's psychology a lot better. You could just meet somebody new and you know, hey, they don't like to go left, or hey, they don't like to make 3-pointers. But more than that, you know, hey, they get really mad easily, or they get mad at this, or they're a really patient person. So you know how to protect yourself because you know how people are like. You get an idea of how people are like. You say one thing to them, you know how they're gonna react. You make one basketball move, you know how they're gonna react. You fake. Faking is really good. They think you're gonna do something because you think they're gonna react a certain way. So you pretend you're gonna shoot, and then you don't. See what I mean? It's not just basketball, I'm talking about life too. You see what I mean? So I urge you to try pick up basketball solo. Go to the court solo. Most people bring a friend, most people go with some of their friends. But if you go solo, you learn so much more. Thank you for watching.